Linux Mint is one of the most popular Linux distributions in the world, but have you ever wondered why it exists in the first place? Why did developers create another operating system when Ubuntu was already available, free, and becoming one of the biggest names in desktop Linux? The answer is more interesting than simply saying that Linux Mint is an alternative to Ubuntu. At its core, Linux Mint exists because a group of developers and users believed that Ubuntu was moving in a direction that did not always match what traditional desktop Linux users wanted. To understand Linux Mint, you first need to understand the problem it was created to solve. For many years, Ubuntu was considered the easiest way for ordinary computer users to enter the Linux world. It was based on Debian, but it focused heavily on making Linux easier to install, easier to use, and more accessible to people who were coming from Windows. Ubuntu became extremely popular because it offered a polished desktop experience, strong hardware support, a large software ecosystem, and a huge community. For someone who wanted to leave Windows behind, Ubuntu was often the first distribution people recommended. But as Ubuntu evolved, some users began to feel that the project was making decisions that were not necessarily in their best interests. One of the biggest issues was the desktop environment. In the early days, Ubuntu used the GNOME desktop, which provided a fairly traditional computer experience. Users had menus, panels, application launchers, and a familiar desktop layout. But Ubuntu eventually introduced its own Unity desktop environment. Unity was designed to create a unique Ubuntu experience across computers and other devices. It introduced a different interface with a vertical launcher, global menus, and a redesigned workflow. While some users liked Unity, others strongly disliked it. Many Linux users value choice and customization, and they felt that Ubuntu was moving away from the traditional desktop experience they preferred. This is where Linux Mint began to become especially important. Linux Mint started as a project that took Ubuntu and made it more familiar and comfortable for traditional desktop users. Instead of forcing users to completely change the way they interacted with their computer, Mint focused on creating an environment that felt intuitive. The developers wanted people to sit down at a Linux Mint computer and immediately understand how to use it. The familiar application menu, taskbar, system tray, desktop icons, and straightforward settings all contributed to that goal. But the story goes deeper than desktop design. Linux Mint became popular because it developed a philosophy that was somewhat different from Ubuntu's. While Ubuntu often experimented with new technologies and new directions, Linux Mint generally emphasized stability, simplicity, and user control. The Mint developers wanted to avoid unnecessary complexity. They wanted the operating system to feel like a tool that worked for the user rather than something that constantly demanded the user adapt to it. One of the most important examples was the debate around proprietary multimedia codecs. In the past, installing Linux could mean that common audio and video formats did not work immediately because of licensing restrictions and distribution policies. For a new user coming from Windows, this could be confusing. You could install a fresh operating system and then discover that certain videos would not play, or that popular media formats required additional setup. Linux Mint became known for making multimedia support easier, helping new users get a more complete desktop experience without requiring them to understand complicated technical details. Another major factor was the relationship between Ubuntu and Canonical, the company behind Ubuntu. Canonical has played an enormous role in making Linux more accessible, but it is also a commercial company with its own strategic goals. That can sometimes create tension within the Linux community. Ubuntu has introduced technologies and services that have generated significant discussion, including snap packages, telemetry-related concerns, and changes to default software choices. Not every Ubuntu user has been unhappy with these decisions, but some Linux Mint users believe that the operating system should prioritize the preferences of the desktop user above corporate strategy. The snap controversy is a particularly interesting example. Ubuntu increasingly promoted Snap as a universal application packaging format. The idea behind Snap is powerful. Developers can package applications with their dependencies, allowing software to work consistently across different Linux distributions. It can also make application delivery easier and provide features such as automatic updates. However, some Linux users have criticized Snap because they prefer more traditional package management systems or alternatives, such as Flatpak. Linux Mint took a different position and chose not to embrace Snap by default in the same way Ubuntu did. Instead, Mint users have more control over how applications are installed and managed. This illustrates a key reason why Linux Mint exists. It provides an alternative path within the Linux ecosystem. You can have the enormous software repositories and broad hardware compatibility associated with the Ubuntu ecosystem, while using a desktop environment and default configuration that are designed around Mint's philosophy. In many ways, Mint acts as a bridge between the powerful world of Linux and the expectations of everyday computer users. Linux Mint also became famous for its Cinnamon desktop environment. Cinnamon was created because many users wanted a modern desktop that still respected traditional computer design. Instead of completely abandoning the classic desktop model, Cinnamon refined it. You get a familiar panel, a traditional application menu, desktop workspace support, and plenty of customization options. The interface looks modern without forcing users to relearn everything they already know. This is particularly important for Windows users. Imagine someone who has used Windows for 15 years and decides to try Linux. If the new desktop completely changes the basic concepts of launching applications, switching windows, accessing settings, and managing files, the user may become frustrated. Linux Mint reduces that learning curve. You can install it, open the menu, search for an application, browse your files, connect to Wi-Fi, and manage your system without feeling like you need to become a Linux expert first. However, Linux Mint is not simply Ubuntu without the things people dislike. It has developed its own identity and tools. The Mint team has created applications and utilities designed to simplify common tasks, including software management, update management, system configuration, and backup workflows. These tools reinforce the idea that the operating system should be approachable for ordinary users while still giving experienced Linux users enough flexibility. There is also an important philosophical difference between the two projects. Ubuntu often positions itself as a platform for everything from desktops to servers, cloud computing, containers, artificial intelligence, and enterprise infrastructure. That broad vision has helped make Ubuntu extremely successful. Linux Mint, on the other hand, has remained much more focused on the desktop. Its mission is narrower, but that can also be its strength. Mint does not need to be everything to everyone. It can concentrate on making the everyday Linux desktop experience as comfortable as possible. Of course, Linux Mint is not perfect. It can sometimes lag behind the newest technologies because its developers prioritize stability. Users who want the latest versions of everything may prefer a more cutting-edge distribution. Some hardware may work better with newer kernels or software stacks available elsewhere. And because Mint is closely connected to the Ubuntu ecosystem, it cannot completely escape the decisions made upstream. But for many users, these trade-offs are acceptable. The existence of Linux Mint also demonstrates something important about open-source software. In the proprietary world, if you dislike the direction of a product, your choices may be limited. In the Linux world, alternatives can emerge. Developers can take existing technology, modify it, and create something that better matches their vision. Linux Mint is a perfect example of this freedom. It grew from the Linux ecosystem and became a major desktop distribution in its own right. So why does Linux Mint exist? The simplest answer is that Ubuntu was successful, but some users wanted something different. They wanted a Linux desktop that felt familiar, avoided unnecessary surprises, provided practical multimedia support, emphasized user choice, and focused primarily on the desktop experience. Linux Mint answered that demand. And perhaps that is the most important lesson. Linux Mint does not need Ubuntu to fail in order to succeed. In fact, both projects can coexist because they serve slightly different philosophies. Ubuntu continues to push Linux into new areas, while Linux Mint continues to focus on the traditional desktop experience that many users still love. One project emphasizes innovation and a broad technology ecosystem, while the other emphasizes familiarity, stability, and simplicity. Ultimately, Linux Mint exists because Linux users are not all looking for the same thing. Some want the newest technologies, some want maximum control. Some want bleeding-edge software, and others simply want a computer that works without getting in their way. Linux Mint has become one of the most successful answers to that last group. Its story is really the story of choice in open-source software. Ubuntu helped bring Linux to millions of people, but Linux Mint showed that there was still room to rethink the desktop experience. And that is why, even after all these years, Linux Mint remains one of the most important and recognizable distributions in the Linux world.